finalists in the 1996 Qatar International Open, Jansher and Rodney Isles have met on 9 previous occasions in Super Series, including 3 finals this year, with Isles gaining his only victory in Hong Kong. Head-to-head in the last 2 Super Series finals, they've come face-to-face too in the last 2 Qatar finals. In 1994, the Pakistani swept aside the Australian with ease.
He's given a real exhibition of top-quality squash. Oh dear, and what a finish. What a finish by the Pakistani. No answer to that.
And in 1995, Isles was given the runaround again as the all-conquering Jansher canted to a straight games victory and yet another Qatar International Open title.
Oh, that's fierce, and it's good enough. And Isles is lost. The Australian goes down to Jansher Khan of Pakistan. 3 games to love. Jansher's 4th successive title here at Qatar.
World Open final. Jansher Khan in a relaxed mood as he prepares to possibly write his own chapter in squash history. Surrounded by his entourage, coach Mahmood, brother Moyabullah and friend Fahim Gul, the 26-year-old from Peshawar gears his mind to the task ahead. But what sort of final could we expect? Former world champion Jeff Hunt.
I think he'll get the record. He's playing good squash, and I know that Dell's going to fight very hard, but I'd probably even go so far as to say I think that Jansher will probably win it in straight. I think he's got to the final now, and I think he really wants to prove just how good he is on the day. And Dell's played fantastic squash to get there, but he's going to be pushing to get a game, I think.
Khan won the first game 15-10 after some initial pressure from Harris. We'll join the second, Harris just ahead. Commentary, Chris Robertson and Alan Wilkins.
Yes, let. Yes, let.
Well, this really has been a great final so far. Del Harris of England and the world champion, the reigning world champion, Jansher Khan. And Del Harris is making him fight all the way. Yes, he's a game down. But what an opportunity this is. Del Harris, only the second Englishman to reach a world final. Peter Marshall was the first.
13-10.
A great opportunity here for Harris.
No let.
Well, that really was an emphatic return from Jansher.
You see the door getting opened here.
Quiet, please.
Del realising how crucial this game is. And you are right, Alan, he's put up a tremendous performance. And if he can just get this second game, we really are going to have some action here.
There's no let because I saw no interference. You could have got through to play the ball in the back of the court. Well, I didn't think you got through to the ball. No let.
The referee is David Stevenson of England. He's an experienced man. He refereed the 93 World Open final. That was Jahangir and Jansher.
It's a good decision as well. It really wasn't a let, and I think Del's just possibly feeling a little bit of the pressure of the situation and trying to let the referee know that it's, he's not happy with any call that goes against him.
Yes, let. 11-13.
I think physically Del has improved so much over the last 12 months that to tribute to him that he's able to come back in this final and show that his movement is still very explosive. Great drive there from Jansher. Here's what he's all about, on the ball very, very quickly. A lot of power, a lot of accuracy. And even the speed of Harris is not good enough.
Yes, let. Yes, let. 12-13.
So much at stake here for Jansher Khan. That record of Jahangir, the great Jahangir, in the back of his mind.
No let. No let.
And this crowd...
Popular decision, that one.
Well, they want Harris to square the final at 1 game all.
Oh, I thought the door was going to get open there again for a while.
13.
He's thinking about it.
13 all.
I think I know an Australian who might have opened it.
He needs to settle down now, Dell. He still has a lead. Still has a chance.
Yes, let.
Yes, led.
Great shot from Del Harris.
13 all.
Precision.
I think Jansher knows the importance of this game. He's seen Del Harris play well before. He's had many hard tussles with him when he's had a good day.
Yes, let.
Well, that really was marvellous squash.
Yes, led.
Yes, let.
Right side, 13 all.
Let.
Look at disbelief on Jansher's face. I knew the door was going to get open at some stage. I just thought it might have been the last rally.
All right.
I think he's trying to make a point here. Do with something about Jansher's movement or asking for lets. Trying to get a little bit of a psychological advantage on the referee, possibly.
13 all, second game, and Jansher leads by 1 game to love in this World Open final. Del Harris, the 1988 World Junior Champion.
No let.
A title he took from Jansher, who won it the year previously. Jansher Khan, the Rolls-Royce of world squash players. And Del Harris really trying to play on the same car park.
Good decision here from the referee.
13,
Del Harris put himself in a bad position there. Loose shot. He wouldn't have got that, even if Jansher wasn't there.
Yes, let. Stop.
Yes,
Yes,
led.
let.
That was a good forehand drop by Jansher. Just not quite clean enough
14,
to win the
13,
point.
game ball.
Well, that's deadly. Beautiful shot from Harris. And Jansher has called for set 3.
Set 3, 14 all.
Obviously, Del's not feeling the pressure too much there. Off the serve. Beautiful forehand volley straight.
Yep.
Look at disbelief on Jansher's face that he wanted to play it.
Yes, let.
Yes, led.
And a sure sign that Jansher's feeling the
14 all.
pressure there. Not very keen to play that ball. Much more willing to let the referee make the decision.
It's tight.
Hand out.
Yeah, Harris knew the mistake had been made.
Beautiful backhand drop shot.
15,
So tight that Del's unable to
14.
do anything else but hit it back at himself.
Yes, let.
Yes, led.
He's got to be very, very careful here,
15,
Del.
14.
Starting to cross-court the ball a little bit too much and giving Jansher the chance to hit the ball straight and block him out down the line. Jansher's keeping the ball a lot straighter.
Down.
Oh, and that's madness.
Changed his mind. Was going to play the backhand, turned round 180 degrees and smashed it straight into the tin.
Here we can see this. He's deep in the court. Jansher's well in front of him,
16,
and
14, game ball.
the shot really was on a hiding to nothing there.
Game ball for the world number 1 to take a 2-game lead in this final. Great stretch.
He's done very well here, Jansher. He was down in the early part of this second game, and he's come back to 2-game balls, and there it is.
And Jansher Khan takes a 2-games-to-love lead in this final. He's just 1 game away from a 7th World Open title. And Jansher walks off court, still concentrating.
2 games to love.
His corner knows exactly how important it is to the great Pakistani to take over the record from Jahangir Khan.
Clinical finish here from Jansher. Beautiful constructed point, pushing Del out, knocking the forehand drop shot in. Too tight for Del, and 2-love lead.
Khan 1 game away from the title, but Del Harris won't give up the match without a fight.
11-12.
Jansher Khan, hands on hips. Del Harris fighting. Trailing by a point in this third. Jansher just 3 points away from that record 7th World Open title, but Harris is not giving it to him. It's a fabulous backhand drop shot.
12 all.
Trademark Del Harris volley here. Ball's loose. Good backswing. Cut through the ball. Lovely shot.
Madam.
Jansher getting Del Harris stretching. And he's just 2 points away from this World Open title. But I just sense that Harris's
12.
glimpse of confidence after that great backhand that brought him his last point.
I'm sure Jansher is very worried at this stage, Alan. I'm almost positive that he thought he'd go through Del Harris very quickly in this third game after winning that tight second one.
13-12.
And all credit to Del, he's come back firing in this third game, and speaking from experience, when you've got nothing to lose and somebody's coming back at you, it really does make it very interesting.
Great stretch by Harris. And again, the back of the court.
Tremendous movement there from Del. For a big chap, he really does throw his body around. Good flexibility, good strength.
And now it's the Pakistani who's stretching, and he's found wanting. Harris is clawing his way back in this final.
And out.
All to do with tenacious ability here from Del.
13 all.
Getting enough balls back, putting enough pressure on him, and even the world champion will make mistakes under pressure.
All square at 13 all, third game.
He's taking his time here.
No sign of emotion from Jansher. There's an eagerness now about Harris. Oh, that's a fabulous disguise.
You see the ability here to use somebody's pace to put him the wrong way. Del Harris moving to the wrong corner. Jansher holding it to the last minute, flicking it cross court.
He's got championship ball. Jansher Khan of Pakistan. The world number one, the reigning world champion. And Nicosia in Cyprus, the Eleftheria complex, ready to welcome the record for Jansher Khan, the record that's held by the great Jahangir. Not yet. Del Harris of England, seeded 8 here in this tournament, is making the great Pakistani fight all the way.
14 all.
Went for the big forehand volley kill there. Could see the check, could see the trophy. And unfortunately, you got to hit it up.
And Jansher has opted for set 3 in this third game.
Yes, lad. Yes, lad.
There's a feeling there from Del that that was maybe a stroke.
14 all.
Poor drop shot from Jansher, didn't clear the path of the ball. 14 all in the third game. I'd want a stroke as well, I think.
Just a moment of respite there for Del Harris. Take a few deep breaths. Easy movement across court by Khan, and that was a lovely pickup at the back of the court from Harris as well.
That's very good. Both saw it good.
Del appearing against that ball, thinking they clipped the top of the tin, but it looked okay to me.
You both saw it good.
Here we see simple forehand, just punching it short.
15-14.
Every point so crucial.
Khan keeping his composure. 2 points away. Lashing forehand.
Yes, lad.
Yes, lad.
It's always a worry when the referee's delaying in his decision.
And Jansher can't believe that one.
15-14.
It's exactly the same shot he tried to play on match ball a few points ago. Forehand volley straight. This time he hit it up. The let was given. Watch for Del to take the ball short at every opportunity. Lovely shot.
Jansher's stretch, not good enough.
Forehand drop shot from Del. A lot of cut. Ball sucking on the floor, and good stretch, but not good enough.
15 all, third game. And Del Harris is just hanging onto the edge of the cliff here with his fingertips. And Jansher is looking over the edge of that cliff. Can't get rid of him.
So tight, that drive.
And down.
So tight. Up and down the wall, good alley work.
16-15, match ball.
Difficult to play the ball off that glass, especially when you're in the World Open final. You're fighting for your life.
Match ball. Jansher Khan knows what's at stake here.
Yes, lad. Yes, lad.
Dell's got to keep his cool here. He's got to stop worrying about
16-15, match ball.
Jansher standing in the way. He's got to focus. He's got to wait for the opportunity and take it short.
Jansher Khan with 6 World Open titles. The first of them he won in 1987 in Birmingham. Titles which have taken him to Kuala Lumpur, Toulouse, Johannesburg, Karachi, and last year in Barcelona when he beat Peter Marshall of England. And now Del Harris, only the 2nd Englishman to reach a World Open final. Can he do what Peter Marshall failed to do last year?
Patient rally this time from Del, waiting.
Lovely touch.
Set up.
There's going to be a dispute here.
Pickups are good. All the pickups are good.
It's a point to Del there. Lovely backhand drop, nice and tight. Looked like a double bounce, and it hit on the front wall.
16 all, game ball, match ball.
He's got a chance here now.
Well, it looks a calm exterior, but as great
Quiet,
a player as he is, you can rest assured there's just a little nervousness there, knowing the prize that's at stake. And Del Harris will fight for this point. Championship point for Khan, game point for Harris. And he's won it. Del Harris is in this final. Very much so. It's 2 games to 1 he trails, but he's not giving it to Jansher Khan. Well, there might be some consternation now in that corner. Is Jansher letting this slip?
Positive, aggressive play here from Del. Boasting the ball to the front of the court, moving in quickly behind it, guessing cross-court, quick volley. Jansher not expecting that. Got to play another game now.
A great effort by Harris. On to the 4th. Khan has established a good lead.
No mistake in either player here, even though they're wearing the same kit.
Down.
Just down.
I think the exploits of the last 2 games have taken their toll on Del. Tight ball from Jansher there, but
And out.
I don't know if he has a lot left to give.
Match ball.
And the great Jansher Khan has championship point for his 7th World Open title. Serving. Harris of England. Can't get to it.
No left.
That's it. Jansher Khan of Pakistan has won the World Open title here in Nicosia, Cyprus. And Pakistan is a proud nation today. Jansher will pray. These are very emotional moments for the world #1, the world champion. He's taken the record of the great Jahangir Khan.
It's very important for me to beat a Jahangir record, but in the other hand, I also very happy to make a record for myself and for my country, because Jahangir won 10 British Open title, and my wish to win 10 to 11 year World Open title, you know, and already I won 7, and I left 3 to 4 years, you know, and I will just say, you know, it's very, very important for me to win the World Cup. You know, the competition is very tough day by day, and I will just try myself to maintain like that position for next 5 to 6 years.
Jansher Khan of Pakistan wins the Cyprus Detchen World Open of 1995, collects his trophy from Mataus Detchen, chairman of the sponsors, and his wife, a moment which has put Jansher Khan into history.
In a couple of major titles recently, and I've just got to try and plug away really, and you know, keep at him, and hopefully there's a bit of a flaw in his game today.
I'm happy about my performance, and I won it Hong Kong Open last week, and now I'm playing semi-final against Rodney Isles, and I'm happy about my performance and the way I'm playing.
You know, he's the informed man and #1 in the world, so you've got to positively go in there and you know, just keep focused on doing the things that you do right, and hopefully do them better. So you know, one win over him in my career, so you know, I said he might have that in the back of his mind, so you know, just keep plugging away at him today.
Khan took the first game 15-8 in 12 minutes. But Isles is 2 points ahead as we join the second. Commentators Jonah Barrington and Chris Robertson.
7-8. So Rodney Isles really having to get solidly into this match in this second game. Mustn't let the Pakistani get the 2 games to love lead.
This is a very crucial part of the game here. Here we see Jansher cross-court, good length. Rodney taking the ball short for the drop shot, tipping the tin. As you said earlier, Jonah, very important phase here for Rodney. Being 1 love down and 8-9 down the second game. The court looks like it's playing very, very quick at this stage, and Rodney's struggling to get onto the ball, to volley it, to create enough pressure on Jansher. I think he's got to be a little bit patient and try and squeeze out a few mistakes out of this world champion.
And of course, Jansher, Chris, has intimated his utmost respect for this Australian opponent. He lost to him in the Portuguese Open. Has had only 1 defeat since then in the Leaks Welsh Classic over a year and a half ago. And Peter Nicol got the better of him.
Field, right, yes, left, stroke to ground, sustain. He's taking cross-court, he's right here. 10-8.
Here we see the classic Rodney Isles stare at the referee, obviously disputing a call. Here we see a good forehand drop shot from Jansher. Typical Rodney Isles shot there, trying to hit it down the middle of the court to surprise Jansher. And Rodney's complaining that Jansher wasn't ready to play that shot, but the referee thinks it was. As you said earlier, Jonah, Jansher has the utmost respect for Rodney. Obviously, a defeat or 2 at his hands has given him that respect. But also, Rodney plays a very aggressive game. A lot of pressure on the ball, volleying. And when he's seen the ball well and moving forward, he's able to give Jansher not much time to retrieve the ball, and consequently, every time Jansher steps on against Rodney, he's trying to push him to the back and limit his access to the tee.
And that was well worked by Rodney Isles. A little bit of rallying, getting his position, squeezing a weak return and getting the stroke.
And that's the type of rally that I was just talking about. Rodney creating the pressure from the middle of the court, taking a couple of volleys quickly to the front and getting the error. But being such a fast squash court and the ball coming off that front wall very quickly, it makes it very difficult for